does. In this video, we will dive into the movie Wednesday 2. We will discuss the storyline, summarize the plot, and explore the cast and character. Additionally, we will cover the movie's production details and box office performance. Finally, we will provide reviews and share personal reaction. So, let's get started. After becoming Netflix's most popular series ever, Season 2, Wednesday is finally making his way back to the streamer this week. Here is everything to know about the spooky next installment, including the two-part release schedule, cast, plot, and much more. It's been almost 3 years since the first season of Wednesday dropped on Netflix. It's been almost 3 years since the first season of Wednesday dropped on Netflix. Reintroduced over to Wednesday Adams Jana, a character based on Charles Adams' original creation for the Adams Family franchise. The inaugural season spent 20 weeks on global top 10 and propelled to the top 10 in 93 countries, with 252.10 million views according to Tutorium. Characters and showrunners Alfred Kauf and Miles Miller are back to the helm, the second season of acclaimed series with executive producer and director Tim Burton also returning. This season, Wednesday's journey is darker and more complex as she navigates family, friends, new mysterious, and old adversaries, propelling her holding into another year at Nevermore. Koff and Miles Miller teased on Tatum. The Adams family, including the Murtokia, Gomes, and Pugsley, will also have extended roles in season 2. Additionally, viewers will meet how characters such as Jonah Lumley as Grandma Hester Fromp, Haley Joel Osment as the Kansas City scalper, and the Grammy-winning superstar Lady Gaga, who will be playing Rothward legendary New Nevermore teacher in part 2. In the season, I finally witnessed her. Wednesday uncovered that Tyler Hunter Duhan was the head terrorizing Neomer's academy. She also discovered that she was being controlled by L'Oreal, a descendant of Joseph Crackstone, a colonial-era pilgrim obsessed with eradicating all outcasts from the town of Jericho. L'Oreal used Tyler's power as a hide to eliminate outcasts and gather the body parts needed to resort Crackstone. We would then help her kill all the outcasts, but she needed Wednesday because Wednesday and Star Goody Adams had sealed Crackstone's scorpions with a blood lock. When Laurie gave Wednesday blood, the lock would be broken and the Crackstone would be freed. Thankfully, Wednesday pieced everything together just in time during the final, joining forces with the Nevermore students to take down L'Oreal and Crackstone. As actress Ortega and Turium, we ended season with a stalker that was still after me. Tyler has been sent to the Pie Squad, and how the school is burnt down. She also teased that season 2 will begin with Wednesday being kidnapped. Wednesday Adams Jana Ortega returned to proudly courtly halls of Nevermore Academy, where fresh foes and woes await. This season, Wednesday must navigate family, friends, and old adversaries, propelling her into the another year of delightfully dark and crooked mayhem. The official synopsis read, armed with her signature, razor sharp, white and deadpan charm, Wednesday is also plunged into a new bone-chilling supernatural mystery. Jonah Lumley as Grandma Hester from Ford Adamson as Uncle Fester, Haley Joel Osment as the Kansas City scapper, Owen Painter as Sharp. It's hardly a surprise given the widely spread fan speculation, but two sources close to the situation confirmed to Variety that Lady Gaga will release a song titled Dead Dance that will appear in the forthcoming season 2 of the Jim Burton-helmed Netflix series Wednesday. The song and video are expected to be released next month to coincide with the appearance in the show as is Jonas Rothwood, a legendary Nevermore teacher who crosses paths with Wednesday. Early last month, multiple media outlets reported that Gaga, who is currently on her blockbuster, Mayimba, Tour, and Burton, had been spotted on the island of the Dolls in Somiglo, south of Mexico City, which is the property hunter and feature hundreds of the decaying dolls strung across streets and structure. Sources say his song was recorded with his name team that helmed the Mayim album. Primarily co-writers and co-producers Andrew Watt and Cricket. Burton spoke effusively about Gaga at the premiere of Wednesday Season 2 in London last week, saying that working the multiple hyphenate artists on the series was inspirational. Gaga was not in attendance at the premiere due to her ongoing Mayhem Ball tour, but has joined a cast that includes Jana Ortega, Catherine Zeta-Jones and new faces Steve Buscemi as new Nevermore, Principal Barry Dodd and Jonah Lumley as Wednesday's grandmother. She is such an artist and so for me. Working with an artist is inspirational. Burton, who directs and executive produces Wednesday, told Variety of Gaga, but I felt that was about Jonah and Steph, who I have worked with before. These people come on this set. You said the whole crew kind of light up. It's beautiful thing to witness. But also recently teased that he may collaborate with the Gaga again in the future, saying at the Gifoni Film Festival in Italy that he's done something else with her. Asked by Variety if he could reveal more details on confirmed that they are working together again. Burton replied, "No, I can't, but I have so." Wednesday Tertulia's characters loves to be in the dark, literally. Thankfully for the fans, there is a finally a light at the end of the tunnel. Because our premiere date has been set of season 2 and Netflix has been teasing the show return with trailers and new footage. It's not hard to see how the first seasons of Wednesday, Netflix's more popular show by total view, blew up the way it did. The series from creator Alfred Goff and Miles Smaller and the executive producers Tim Burton provides a fresh spin on the Addams Family franchise, and Jenna Ortega has captivated audiences as the iconic God Dean. He is enrolled in the Nevermore Academy, a private school in the environment that caters to outcasts. Here is everything we know about when Wednesday Season 2 will be released, a new and returning cast member, and what to expect based on trailer. Wednesday Season 2 will premiere in the two-part. Part 1 of the new season will be released on Wednesday, August 6, while Part 2 will be released on Wednesday, September 3. According to the streamer, each part will be consist of 4 episodes, with the seasons consisting of 8 total. The two-part releases the being Netflix's model for its busiest shows followed, but at least the wait between the part 1 and 2 is short. That could be coming for November again. In the first official trailer of season 2, released on July 9, Wednesday is haunted by a terrible vision. Her roommate, Annie, is dead, and it's Wednesday's fault that reminds to prevent the vision from coming true. Wednesday swears she will do anything to save Annoyed or die trying. The trailer also introduces some of his season's newcomers characters, including Steph Barry Dunn and Jonah Lumley's grandma. Netflix previously released the first 6 minutes of Wednesday Season 2, which opens with Wednesday tied up in a serial killer basement before revealing how she got there. As if that were not frightening enough, she is seated on a table that's arranged for a twisted tea party, complete with creepy dolls. Thankfully, Wednesday has refined her psychic ability since we last saw her, so she might get out of his unscattered. In the teaser trailer that dropped in the April, Wednesday is back at Nevermore Academy. We watch her return to the campus where she and her friends survived murder and mayhem last season. At Tandem, a global fan event in June 2023, Netflix released a video of Wednesday stars Ortega, Myers, Joy Sunday, and Hunter Duhan reacting to fan theories. They discussed that next was Josh Caxton's ring, Wednesday and Tyler Galpin's relationship, and more. The stars to tease that season 2 will add a new member of the Addams family, whom we know how to be Grandma, played by Jonah Lumley. The official description of season 2 teases that fresh foes and who's are in store for Wednesday Addams this season, but Netflix's Wednesday must navigate family, friends, and old adversaries, propelling her into the another year of delightfully dark and kooky mayhem. Armed with her signature razor sharp with the deadpan charm, Wednesday is also plunged into a newborn, chilling supernatural mystery. In November 2022, TV Guide talked to Wednesday showrunner Alfred Goff and Miles Smaller about season its ending and what it means for season 2. Here are highlights from the interview, and you can read the full story here. We did not see Principal Larcia Williams regain consciousness after being poisoned by Mrs. Tormel, and things will look black out the head of November's Academy. She is officially dead. Her death remains to be seen. We like the idea that people die in this world There are real sacrifices and there's loss, and that Wednesday has to react to that Mallory said for us. The fact that we could kill such a significant character. It was important that we did it. That said, it's a supernatural show. There are always ways people can return. Myler ended. Never say never, but at this point she is definitely dead. Christie was not listed as one of the show's returning stars when the season 2 cast was announced. Still, we are holding out hope that dreams will somehow shift her way back from the grave. The showrunners hope to reveal more about Wednesday Stalker in the season. We know it is. We can't tease who it is. Mahler said, we certainly have big plans, a lot more stories to tell in terms of Wednesday and her friends. Said he can't share Wednesday's viewer have already met the person who is the stalker. At the June 2025 live event, Netflix confirmed that Lady Gaga is set to appear in the Wednesday season 2 Part 2. The streamer also announced her character. She will be playing Rosaline Roadwood, described as a legendary Nevermore teacher who crosses paths with Wednesday. Entertainment Weekly previously reported that Lady Gaga would appear in Wednesday season 2. Two new characters detail were shared at time. The artist has an unusual connection to the story series. Thanks to the viral edits from season 1 for Wednesday, epic dance sequences to Lady Gaga's track Bloody Mary. This before the premiere of season 2 part 1, Variety reported that Lady Gaga will release a new song, That Dance, in conjunction with its appearance in part 2. Veteran TV actor Anthony Michael Hall is also joining the second season of Wednesday. According to Variety, Netflix has not disclosed any details about his role. Hall and producer-director Tim Burton previously worked together on the 1990 film Edward. In May 2024, Netflix released a teaser revealing multiple cast members in the second season, including new series regardless Billy Piper, who will play a character named Capri, and Steve Buscemi, who will play Barry Dodd. Avery Templeton, Overpainter, and O.P. Tyler are also joining the cast as new series regular for season 2. In addition, four actors who recurred or guest starred in season 1 are getting more screen time in season 2, including three members of the Addams family: Catherine Zeta-Jones, who plays Monica Adams, Lewis Gazman, who plays Gomes Adams, and Isaac Ordnance, who plays Adams, who have been up to series regular roles in season 2, along with the Anati Lewis, who plays Deputy Richie Santejo. Netflix has also announced a long list of season 2 guest stars, including Johnny Lumley, who will play another member of the Addams family, Grandma Newton, who will play Dr. Farriban, and Christopher Lloyd, whose role has not been announced. Lloyd played Uncle Foster in the Addams family movies. On a Netflix series, the character is played by Fred R. Mason, who is said to reprise his role in season 2. Other season 2 guest stars include Frances O'Connor, Haley Joel. As for who's absent from the cast list, Percy Hines White, who played Xavier Thorpe, will appear in season 2 per deadline. White's character was one of the Wednesday love interest in season 1, and the series is expected to move away from the love triangle storyline in season 2. White has accused of sexual assault in Sean deleted social media post in January 2023. He has denied the allegation. Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Adams, Emma Meyers as Annie Sinclair, Steve Buscemi as Barry Dodd, Catherine Zeta-Jones as Monica Adams, Lewis Guzman as Gomes Adams, Isaac Ordnance as Puglisi Adams, Hunter Duhan as Tyler Galpin, Joey Sunday as Bianca Barsley. In an interview with the Collider published in September 2024, co-creator Alfred confirmed the number of episodes Burton is directing. In Wednesday season 2, he is doing 4. He is doing for half the season like he did this season 1. The co-showrunner said Netflix confirmed in December 2024 that Burton is directing the season 2 premiere, which is written by the Goff and Waller and titled Here We Go Again. Production on Wednesday season 2 began in Ireland in May 2024 and wrapped in December. Deadline first reported in November 2023 that the series would move to Ireland from Romania, where season 1 was filmed. Why they changed? Apparently, some of the logistics of filming in the Romania were too difficult, and talk of moving production elsewhere began during the films of season 1. In Variety Actors on Actors interview in June 2023, Ortega shared that she would be taking on a product producer's role in Wednesday season 2, and these were to expect. We have decided we want to lean into the horror more. The actor said, we are detaching any romantic love interest, which is really good. We are going to get blotter, more dark. It's official Wednesday Adams' misadventures won't end season 2. In an interview with the Hollywood Reporter published on July 23, Ortega and Burton announced that Wednesday will return for season 3. They have also spin-off series with Netflix chief content officer Bella telling the Hollywood Reporter there is a lot to explore in the Addams family. The first season of Wednesday, directed and executive produced by Burton, ended with a big debut for Wednesday. Not only did the Pacific teen save Nevermore Academy and its outcast from the resurrected Joss Caxton, but she revealed the true identity of Marilyn Turnell, who had been behind much of the season's terror. And while most of the mysteries from the show's first 8 episodes have been solved, some big questions remain, namely, who is the stalker continuing to follow Wednesdays ever more? In light of the news that the show will be toning down the romance, we are eager to find out what's next for the relationship that Wednesday formed across the first season. Of course, it's a matter of Dial Galpin, the seemingly harmless Nomi who became romantically interested in Wednesday but turned out to be the monsters hire she had been after, tailoring the side from Fouch of warped out aid in the Wednesday's final episodes and was defeated. We don't know what's next for the characters, but he ended the series waking up in the car, albeit in the clans, so his story is not done yet. We were looking for something similar to Wednesday to watch while you wait for news of the second season. Take a look at this list of shows like Wednesday, TV Guide has to part together. On Wednesday, the word outcast has lots of meaning. It's blanket term of the supernaturally gifted, encompassing all the students at Novomar Academy, a boarding school that houses siren, gorgons, werewolves, and Wednesday Adams Jana Ortega, who probably would have qualified to attend no more on the strength of her iconic whiteness, even if the Netflix series had not given her psychic power in the first season. Wednesday stood apart from her peer on Outcast Among Outcasts, as directors and executive producers Tim Burton put it. But in the second season, the social landscape has changed this year. Wednesday Adams is one of the spooky kids. It's not hard to see how it's imitating life here. The Saturning Queen's new frame of Nomer, thanks to her heroic in the season 1 final, is an obvious reflection of what phenomenon this show has become on Netflix's. So what does properly mean for both Wednesday and Wednesday? For the characters, in a nonsense, the series wear it better, even if it is absurd to hear outcasts uttered so frequently when no one is treated like when Wednesday herself seems less striking as listened. She is not any less unusual, but she is less distinct from her surrounding. Her classmates have embarrassed her despite her objections, and her visits to the outside were increasingly fleeting. Something is lost when there is no cultural clash in an Addams family story, and yet in the plenty of superficial ways, Wednesday has become a more entertaining show. The first half of Wednesday season 2, which consists of over 4 episodes and premiere on August 6, followed by the second half of the season, with 4 episodes on September 3, addresses the first season's flaw so studiously that it feels like writer Alfred Kopp and Miles Miller are going to join a checklist. Free Wednesday from Bland Love Triangle. Check bring her family into the action. Check liven up students party at November. You can't win them all, but the show makes some progress. The most satisfying change is the end of the love triangle. Both Wednesdays and the series move on quickly, even as Tyler's Hunter Duhan, the supposed normie, turned monsters hide, still lurks around the furrings of the story, as patient at Willow Hill Psychiatric Hospital. Wednesday can't muster up much angst for lust love, burying our teenage romantic trauma gives Wednesday more time for an Adams family reunion. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Lewis Gasman have been up to the series regular as her lovebird parents, Motica and Gomes, who accept an offer from Nevermore's new principal, Barry Jordan's cleverly staff businessman that keeps them close to the campus. Isaac Ordonezzo has also been promoted to series regular as Wednesday's younger brother. Pugsley now in his first year at a boarding school, with a Pugsley standard in the mentoring subplot about a pet zombie and Motica and Gomes as comfortably devoted to the one another as ever. The tension in the family comes courtesy of Motica as changed mother, Grandma Jonah, who dried up family secret tried to the Wednesday psychic gift, but the show's most effective wild card is the still Fred Adams's screwball Uncle Fester. Perhaps the family last year outcast standing. Fester's success is making Wednesday look cookier, but aggrieves some elsewhere. The plot of the second season is driven by a portent of doom. A vision warns Wednesday that her roommate, Annie, will die and that Annie's ultimately demise will be Wednesday's fault. Wednesday's supernatural ability, which may or may not be a danger to her, start glitching before she can figure out how to prevent that vision from coming true, forcing her to rely on show leader Snoping to crack the chaos. It will standard fare for a young TV psychic, but it works especially because the show injects the proceedings with strange and morbid details as Wednesday is haunted by multiple stalkers and a murder of crows. Though these flashes of horror still fleet out of step with the show's friendly supernatural boarding school hinges in that scene. For all Wednesday's upgrade is just as accurate to say that nothing much has changed. This is still a series that expects its most esteemed cast members to say normie with a straight face. Nevermore remains a frustrating setting, one that is so trying to fit into the molds. It's a bold, deadly old castle and a quick leaf refuge, and its students have incredible power, but the show mostly utilizes them for pranks. Fundamentally, this is another outcast problem. Wednesday no clear point of view on what it means to be different, and yet in season 2, the tonal discord comes close to the being part of the fun. Has the show gotten better of harassing its own ridiculousness or just one adorn its audiences? Take the season third episode, which followed the Nevermore students one no one and off-campus camping trip, is the most cartoonish episodes in the bunch, silly in way that they often grating, except when they are actually funny. It's also got a musical number of a duel, and why not? Wednesday is a Netflix hit. The hour could not be further from the talk. Time Burton directed season premiere, which features his accrued duel on air November. Legends rendered in fantastic black and white stop motion animation. Wednesday is at odds with itself, but at least it's unpredictable. Jenna Ortega with her dry wit and the otherworldly star in the show's steady anchor. She is joined by this array of new cast members, many of whom are underutilized, especially Christopher Loyal as he resembled Professor Orlev Bailey, Piper as music teacher Mrs. Capri, and Turnwell Newton as Willow Hill. Psychiatrist Dr. Philbin even handed the subject of our hero vision is sidelined from the main action, distracted by a crush that is not even as charming as her friendship with the Adams' living hand. Think Victor's Wednesday is best when it stays tightly focused on Wednesday, but the show does not do her any favors when it is most of the relationship aside from her spirited offspring with Motica. Then again, Lady Gaga has not even shown up yet. Four episodes in, it feels like the second season of Wednesday is just beginning to point toward his animation ideas, which could bring issues for fear and prejudice back into the picture if Gaga's upcoming guest appearance is any addiction. Season 2 also seems likely to keep wrestling with the monster of film, either intimately or just in the sense that is gotten too big to stop. Wednesday is still figuring out exactly how popular a teenage outcast can do. Premiere Wednesday, August 6 on Netflix. Who is in it? Jenna Ortega, Steph Buscemi, Emma Meyer. The long-awaited trailer for Peacemaker Season 2 dropped during San Diego Comic Con. Shauna Dawn on his luck Peacemaker. In the first teaser for Peacemaker Season 2, Peacemaker goes in an awkward job interview with Guy Gardner. Hacker girls Isabella Merced and Maxwell Lord and Team Meadow show up. A jerk argues legend, and Peacemaker is about to get into a fight with Peacemaker. What in the multiverse is going on here? Previously, Gunn broke the new Saudi premiere date by sharing a much shorter teaser. It's exactly 11 seconds long in the Daniels Brooks Leota Adam, you are a superhero now. He sure is. Continuing the this until please on the art. I just finished the DM and mix on the season premiere yesterday, and wow, it's one of my favorite things ever. DC Studios Peacemaker Season 2 coming soon only on Steamer. Join Senna as Peacemaker's Christopher Smith. Father Langan, who is now co-head of DC Film, along with Peter Safran, will have a directing credit on 3 of the 8 episodes in Season 2, and he also wrote all of Season 2. The remaining episodes will be directed by Greg Mortola, Peter Stoller, and Alitra Jones, who in 2024 announced that she directed a few epic episodes of Season 2 on her Instagram. The official logline does not tell us much, but here it is. The new season follows Chris Smith, a peacemaker, the villainous superhero, as he struggles to reconcile his past with newfound sense of purpose while continuing to kick righteous evil Joe, but in his misguided quest from peace at any cost. While Peacemaker Season 1 was set in the DC Extended Universe DCU, Season 2 will be set in the new DC Universe DCU. The first season revealed that Peacemaker will audition for a spot on the Justice Gang, which includes the Guy Gardner, Hagar, and Maxwell. James Gunn confirmed at San Diego Comic Con that this season will take place a month after the events of Superman. Season 1 of Peacemaker, like this Suicide Scare, is theatrically no longer considered canon in the DCU, but the season multiverse storyline gives this show a way to move between the worlds, with Rick Flag, Sir, the father of Joel Kingsman's Suicide Scare character, being involved and confirmed by Gunn as the antagonist of Season 2. This may not be a clean rest of Peacemaker's story. In explaining the news this year, James Gunn officially revealed that Waller, a series centered on Amanda Waller played by Viola Davis, was in the work, with Davis reprising her role. Waller is a high-ranking government official who is in the charge of Argos, the secret group that handles all things Suicide Scare, and characters from Peacemaker are expected to appear in Waller. Sasha Bordex being a premier candidate, there is no in-line timetable for Waller except that it will be filmed after Peacemaker Season 2. Percy Jackson's Walker Scobell, Annabeth Jazz, and Grover's Underworld survived the dramatic events of Percy Jackson's and the Olympians Season 1, but their adventures have only just begun. Disney Plus has renewed Percy Jackson's and the Olympians not just for a second season, but for a third one news that same month. Aki the fifth Season 2 releases. Season 2, premiering in December, will be based on Rick Riordan's second book in his Percy Jackson's and the Olympian series. The Sea of Monsters. I can't wait to bring the next season of Percy Jackson to Disney Plus raise anchor. Hoist the mainsails, all hands on deck. Demigods, the archer said in a press release. Scobell, Charles, and the Underwood are set to return in their roles, while Redbone and his wife, Becky Redbone, are continuing as executive producers. Percy Jackson's and the Olympians Season 1 ended with the betrayal we were all waiting for. In the last moments of the final, Luke Castellan revealed to Percy that he has been the lightning thief all along. Cronok has opened his eyes to the truth. Lucas says and he now believes the gods are his enemy. Unfortunately for him, Percy refuses to join his side and the two former pals fight each other. Luke is just about to stab Percy when Annabeth, who hears that entire conversation, interactive and Lucky, the son of Holmes, escape. At San Diego Comic Con 2025, Disney Plus unveiled the release date for Percy Jackson's and the Olympians Season 2. The season's premiere on December 10, along with the launching of a brand new teaser, which you can see in the teaser and trailer actions below. Disney Plus gave fans a first look at the Cyclops Tyson portrait by Daniel Dreamer. The panel at Comic Con also came with an important casting announcement for Season 3. Percy Jackson's Andy Olympias has found its Nico G. Angela. Raddick, who played the role of Zeus in the first season, passed away in the March 2023 before the series launched on Disney Plus. With Lars, we recently got a text from his wife who said how proud he would have been of seeing it. Executive producers Dan Schultz said at 2024 Winter Television Critics Association press over. Also at the press over, the cast also shared their dream casting for iconic characters from the book. We will all talk about this is all the time, Scobell said. We call Jonathans and Dan sometimes and tell them. The actor said he recently watched the Hunger Games. One thought Sam Calvin would be a school Apollo, the shared. Meanwhile, Sam said that he and Scobell are huge fans of Cold War and would have Paul Christopher Judge to play Atlas. Walker Scobell as Percy Jackson, Lee Sava, Jeffries as Annabeth Jazz, Ariane Smith as Grover. Mark your calendars demigods during Percy Jackson's and the Olympians panel at San Diego Comic Con 2025 Disney Plus announced that season 2 is premiere on December 10, 2025. Percy is ready to see a posters. Disney Plus dropped a teaser trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians season 2 at San Diego Comic Con 2025. The video teases plenty of action and drama coming our demigods fair, and it also featured a very important new characters coming to Percy's rescue. Tyson, his half-brother. Percy Jackson's and the Olympians has officially been renewed for season 3. Disney Plus revealed in March that season 3 will be based on Redon, the Titan Stars, the third book in his Percy Jackson's and the Olympians series. This third season will be new territory for the screen, bringing fan favorites like the Hunter of Artemis and Nico D. Angle to life for the first time. The audience said in a press release, it's a huge sign of commitment from Disney and speaks volumes about the intentions with which the fandom has embarrassed the TV show. Percy Jackson's and the Olympians season 1 is available to stream on Disney Plus. If you are thirsty for more interview with the vampire, these are good news. Season 3 focused on Sam Reed's latest as he finally tells his side for the story through the power of rock music. With a premiere in 2026, attempt to start discussing what is armed this track to going to be called. There is still plenty of grounded left to cover in the Annie Rourke's book series, and we will be updating this post as we learn more. He is everything we know about interview with Vampire Season 3 so far. Interview with the Vampire Jacob Anderson and Roland Jones. AMC Grave interview with the Vampire fans plenty to sink their teeth into at San Diego Comic Con, unveiling a new teaser, new and returning cast members, and a new title, with Season 3 focusing on latest as he embarks on a tour with his band. The show is debuting as the Vampire Latest, which is also the title of second novel in Annie Royce's Vampire Chronicles book series. It's so latest to demand a full name change. Continue to reading for more announcement about Season 3 from Comic-Con. Ready to the backstage with the Vampire Lesta, AMC dropped a new teaser for interview with a Vampire Season 3 at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, giving us a behind-the-scenes Wednesday Season 2 Part 2 release on September 3, 2025 on Netflix. We'll anticipate the first batch of episodes to drop at midnight Pacific 3 a.m. Eastern. The first 4 episodes of Wednesday Season 2 dropped on August 6. Then it's a bit of what way to conclude G season. The final 4 episodes will arrive on September 3. Wednesday Season 2 Episode 1, August 6, 2025, out now. The marketing for this sophomore season of Wednesday is still being incredible vague about the return of an important season 1 character. But the latest trailer perhaps reveals why Jana Ortega's Wednesday is desperate enough to turn to an old enemy for help. Wednesday Season 2 is said to be more horror-inspired than its predecessor, and Wednesday is already combating a friend's sports doom. Wednesday is returning to the macabre Nevermore Academy, along with her brothers Isaac, enrolling as a new student. Wednesday is notoriously antisocial, but she still forged some important bonds during her first term. especially with her cheaper werewolf a comet Enid. It's an oddly sweet moment when Wednesday actually huge Enid back in Wednesday season 1's ending. It shows for Wednesday has come down which is willing to show genuine affection for others. In season 2, she is back to being resistant to fun and Annie's favorless plan. But no one heard Wednesday's loved ones, and a developing plot point could be the answer to how a secondary season one villain is pulled back into the fold. In Wednesday season 2's full trailer, we only briefly see trailer's hunter Dohan, Wednesday's previous love interest, who is also sometimes a hide monsters, Opan, Maryland, Tornels, Christiania, Ricky Dawn for last season. Taylor was caught and subdued, and previous marketing has suggested that Wednesday at some point goes to his prison to request this ad in the season 2. The latest thriller is mostly pre-copied with the Wednesday's bold replacement for the her royal dance sequences in the form of a ball as well as Wednesday now having visions that Anne will die and it will be her fault. The circumstances of Annie's alleged forthcoming death are still unclear, but Wednesday's her fear with her mother's Mortisa, Catherine Zeta. So Amida Blanchard of the opera team and many impressive stars joining Wednesday season 2 cast primarily as Nevermore. Faculty members Wednesday's on a quest to prevent this future. But a glimpse of Taylor saying run in the trailer followed by Avid looking fearful. Then Taylor's hide from in the action hints that the two plot points could be connected. Having vision of a loved one's death and doing everything to prevent it is a trope that I hope Wednesday is able to incorporate well, as it could be used to elevate Wednesday and Annie's friendship. Another trope that is second season could skillfully subvert is veteran the hero turned to a former enemy when a worse threat arises. Wednesday may go to Tyler if he can help her save Annie. If Annie's death is the result of something going wrong with her werewolf transformation, Taylor may be able to wait in due to his dubious control over his hide from, or Wednesday may simply need another hand in upcoming fight, and his hide is certainly physically powerful. The trailer also hints that she will need to delve further into Adam's family history to save Annie, and she may just be covering all her bases when it comes to Taylor's involvement with the Crackston's family. Regardless, Wednesday will take what help she can get if it means saying Annie is Wednesday season 2. Wednesday's future at Netflix has been revealed ahead of season 2, confirming what is next for the extreme popular Addams Family TV series. Wednesday season 2 part is 1 is to begin streaming on August 6, 2025, with the Addams Family show continuing the story of title character. The show is the most watched English language series on the platform. Now Variety has confirmed that Wednesday has been renewed for season 3, ahead of its season 2 premiere on Netflix. While nothing has been revealed about the season yet, the show is expected to continue embracing its dark comedy element. As of now, the story is still centered around the Addams family's titular daughter as she attends Nevermore Academy. Jenna Ortega's Wednesdays Addams has revitalized the franchise with fresh take on the character, something that's been incorporated by its massive success on Netflix. Wednesday season 1 ended with a plethora of important reveals, such as Taylor's being to hide and the title characters getting struck by someone. Answers to these mysteries are bound to arrive in season 2. As for season 3, there is no way of knowingly what the story will entail until after season 2 has premiered, given the show's continued focus on Nevermore. It seems like more mysterious involving the sequel and the surrounding town of Jericho will be the focus. It may also hope for more characters in Wednesday to get a brighter spotlight. Season 2 is set to introduce more familiar characters from the Addams family as well, such as the grandma Addams. The story is also going to building off season one while giving Wednesday's family members more to do. Because of these big changes, just going into the next episode, season 3 could contain even more unpredictable surprises. It's not a surprise Wednesday Season 3 has been confirmed before Season 2 premiere. Season 1 was a breakout hit for Netflix's, beating out massive series like Brighton and Stranger Things in all-time watch hour. As the most popular show on their platform, it only makes sense they would want it to continue for as long as possible. Given the series' unique take on the Addams family and its promise for even more big changes going forward, the exact premise of Wednesday Season 3 will remain a mystery for now. Even so, its continuation makes perfect sense and promises much more from Ortega's lead character for a long time to come. Netflix's is a unique reinterpretation for the Addams Family franchise has received a major Season 3 writing update ahead of the show's Season 2 premiere. Netflix has recently revealed that Wednesday Season 3 was already in the work. While this news is certainly a welcome relief, it wasn't necessarily surprising given the first season immense success alongside Stranger and the Scare Game. It's one of the streamer's most popular shows of all time. While the first half of Wednesday Season 2 is more days away, the wait for the second season has been long. The series first premiered in November 22, roughly 2.5 years ago, which is significant hiatus even among other Netflix originals. Thankfully, there is chance for we want to have to wait as long for Wednesday Season 3. In an interview with Collider, Wednesday co-creator and showrunner Alfred and Miles Miller revealed that while they would be taking a break to mark the premiere of Season 2, work on the third season was already well underway. Shared, we are actually in the writer's room for Season 3, so we are down the road a bit in the writer's room, but now we, of course, have to launch Season 2. That you also confirmed that Season 3 of Wednesday could consist of 8 episodes. Although horror comedy legend Tim Burton's directional involvement was still uncertain, Burton directed 4 episodes in both Season 1 and Season 2. In light of Wednesday's nearly 3 years long wait, the creator's update is incredibly promising. If the showrunners are already working on Season 3 of Wednesday, there is a real chance we won't have to wait as long for third season. Presumably, Wednesday's upcoming season will be just as, if not even more successful than Season 1. Surely, Netflix will want to maintain the show's momentum. In that some interview with Collider, Miller, who also created Smallville, explained that shooting a single 8-episode season for Wednesday takes roughly 9 months. The visual effects work is so demanding that the pair estimated 18 months would be the bare minimum we can get the show back up just from production to air. If we are lucky, the progress in the writer's room means we will see Wednesday Season 3 in 2 years rather than rarely 3. While it's impossible to say what Wednesday Season 3 will be about without having seen Season 2, it's clear that Netflix believes in the show's future. While Season 2 is set to give the rest of Wednesday's family more to do, it's also introducing family members like Grandma Adams. There will be room for the show's mysterious to grow beyond the haunted halls of Nevermore in Season 3. During a separate interview, Miller also recently shared that he and are willing to take as many seasons as Netflix want to give us, and they already have ideas in mind for the show's future. As we count down these days until Season 2, we can at least rest easy about Wednesday. It won't be concealed anytime soon. Netflix has officially released the episode title for Wednesday Season 2 and Part 1, which premieres on August 6, 2026. This segment includes 4 episodes, with 4 more planned to be released on September 3, 2025. The upcoming installment has been long awaited, our Season 1 initially released on Netflix's 3 years ago in 2022. The upcoming episodes of Wednesday Season 2 are expected to bring the titular Addams family that are back to the Nevermore after a summer break at home. There are minimal other known plot detail aside from this, so the titles for the next 4 episodes of Wednesday can provide some hints regarding the upcoming story. Netflix also announced the episode's title for Wednesday Season 2, Part 1 and 2 today, July 31, 2025. Just as in Season 1, each of these titles contains the word "wo" placed within more common phrases. See the titles for Wednesday's upcoming episodes below. Episode 1, Here We Go Again. Episode 2, The Devil You Wore. Episode 3, Call Out Your Woo. Episode 4, If This Was Could Talk. Wednesday Season 2 Part 1 continues the trend established by Season 1. The titles are common phrases. They provide a subtle look into what might be happening in each episode. The addition of the word womb sets the theme Wednesday, continuing the Macbeth turns of phrase that the Addams family was initially known for. The fact episodes of Wednesday Season 2 Part 1 is fairly straightforward. Here we again is a fighting lancing, find Wednesday's return to the screen, and perhaps her return to the Nevermore Academy. Episode 2 title The Devil You Were is a bit more mysterious. The implication here is that Wednesday will revisit a character she already knows, and it does not look as if they will be friendly. Perhaps this episode will mark the return of Tyler, which was previously teased in the trailer for Wednesday Season 2. Call for the Home is a play on the phrase Call for the Wild, hinting that Wednesday may be taking a trip into the great outdoor. Teaser images have shown Gomes and Grandma doing some luxury camping. So Wednesday episode 3 may be when she even comes into play. Wednesday season 2 episode 4 is titled If These Was Could Talk, playing off the phrases of If This Was Could Talk. This is likely is a reference to the house or building, so either Nevermore Academy or the Addams Family Mansion. After a long wait, since Wednesday season 1, it's great to see that the upcoming installment continues with a unique charm that made us love the series to begin with. So for more season after make or break a TV show, and titles can't tell us whether Wednesday will continue to be success. They are certainly a promising sign. If this is the case, then we certainly don't make too many strong assumptions ourselves. In addition to the episode title, Wednesday creators Alfred Goff and Miles Smiler revealed that Wednesday will think she knows exactly what she walking into when returning to Nevermore. She thinks she is going to be in control, that she knows where all the bodies are buried, but she does not. They said nothing is what it seems in season 2. If this is the case, then we certainly can't make too many strong assumptions ourselves. Wednesday creator Miles Smiler and Alfred have explained why this strained relationship between the Wednesday and Morticia Adams is key in season 2. The first 4 episodes of this installment, which hit Netflix on August 5, 2025, will see Wednesday return to the Nevermore Academy. This time, however, her mother, Mortrica, will be in foreclosure proximity. Season 1, our Wednesdays introduced this tumultuous mother-daughter relationship, but Wednesday and Mortrica managed to find some common ground. Janice Ortega's iconic character was no longer so reluctant to be like her mother, and instead embarrassed the society gift that inherited from her. However, the show's creators have teased what this will mean for Wednesday season 2. In an interview with Screen Rant's Datinas Helmer, Miles Smaller and Algert explained that Wednesday and Mortica's relationship will be here at the heart of Wednesday season 2. Noted that the tensions between these two comes down to control. Wednesday always want to control the situation, he said, going on to explain the Mortica is kind of a helicopter parent. See Miller and Cordful's comments about Wednesday and Mortica's Wednesday season 2 relationship below. After, I think the tension is really about control. Wednesday always want to try to control the situation. She tried to control her power, which led to her closing it. And Mortica, for all of her lecturing to Wednesday, is kind of a helicopter parent who is very much worried about Wednesday. She has those material concerns, especially one of is she abusing this ability. But part of it is that she can't quite let go for Wednesday. She has to let her go and find her own way. This is something that Grandma says to her. If Mortica is a helicopter parent, Grandma was clearly a drone parent. She was just there and nobody ever saw her. But the middle is probably where they should be, and I think that was interesting to explore this season. Miles Miller, it's also felt very relatable and real. For us, this is a grounded version of these characters. We are the fetters of four daughters between us. So we have seen and had a front row seat to mother-daughter relationship. They are very different from father-daughter relationship. and it's just something that is universal. I think that was something that we really wanted to explore more in season 2. Wednesday season 1 established Wednesday and Motika's unique relationship, and while some comments indicate that season 2 will dive deeper into the norms as it is a conflicted state of the mother and daughter was a point of criticism when the series first premiered. Motica and Wednesday did not traditionally have so many issues in the past adaptations of the Adams family. Still, Mallard noted that this relationship felt very relatable and real, addressing the differences between the Wednesday and other Adams family movie and TV show. Now Netflix's series leans further into the individual's character's development, making Wednesday and Mortica's relationship more elastic for the modern age. Placing conflict between them allows for a strong emotional payoff. To her, hear Wednesday tell it. She has no heart, however, we saw in Wednesday season 1 that she is actually a rather compassionate character with a strong moral compass. She cares reluctantly for the underdog, and there are plenty of such characters at Nevermore. Of course, the way Wednesday feels about her parents is a bit more complicated, and this makes her character all the more appealing. I enjoy watching what Wednesday Helene to embrace the aspect of the herself that is similar to Mortica. Now, going into Wednesday season 2, I am eager to see this next stage in their relationship. The fact that Grandma from has been thrown into the mix and will seemingly contrast significantly with Mortica's parenting style is sure to make this dynamic even more interesting. The highly anticipated release of Wednesday Season 2 Part 1 is finally just around the corner. After waiting for nearly 3 years since Wednesday Season 1 was released back in 2022, fans will finally be able to sink their teeth into new Wednesday content in just a matter of days. Wednesday Season 1 remains Netflix's most viewed English language TV series of all time, with an outstanding 251 million total views. It ranks just under Squid Game Season 1 on Netflix's all-time viewership board. Squid Game earned 265.2 million for its first season. The 4-episode Wednesday Season 2 has the opportunity to surpass both Season 1 and Squid Games. Is able to do so. It will become Netflix's new most viewed season of a series of all time, at least until Stranger Things 5 gives it a run for its money later this year. Wednesday Season 2 Part 1 is officially less than 48 hours away. All 4 episodes of the first half of the second season will be released exclusively on Netflix's at 3 am set on August 6, 2025, which naturally falls on a Wednesday. The first 4 episodes of Wednesday Season 2 and Part 1 are titled How Here We Go Again, The Devil You Call for You, and if these was could talk, this continues the trend for Wednesday Season 1, in which all the episodes titled overly contain the World War. Here we will again, August 6, 2025, 3 am at The Devil You War, August 6, 2025, 2 am CT. Call for the War, August 6, 2025, 1 am MT. If these wars could talk, August 6, 2025, 12 am PT. Although the official runtime of each episodes are still under wraps, except each episode of Wednesday Season 2. Part 1 to be between 45 and 50 minutes, which is the same as the majority of Season 1's episodes. The Season 2 premiere, however, may be closer to an hour long, similar to Season 1's premiere, which ran 57 minutes long. If only 4 episodes of Wednesday Season 2 don't feel like enough, don't worry. The remaining 4 episodes will be released on September 3, 2025. It's unclear whether Netflix will combine each part's viewership numbers together to keep them separate. Regardless, Wednesday Season 2 should be one of the most talked about shows for 2025. For those who simply can't wait until Wednesday's morning, the first 6 minutes of Wednesday Season 2 are already available to watch. See video above. Jana Ortega's titular protagonist hilariously tries to go through airport security with a literal arsenal of weapons, setting the stage of a highly entertaining comeback season. Outcast, it's time to return to Nevermore. Wednesday Season 2 is just hours away from dropping back into our lives with Jana Ortega returning as Wednesday 3 items, but what time it comes out on Netflix's. Wednesday season 2 picks up shortly after the events of season 1, dramatic ending, which saw Wednesday end up with a stalker. The new season will see Wednesday back at school, joined by her younger brothers Pogsley and the rest of the outcast. Wednesday season 2 Part 1 that the first 4 episodes will be released on Netflix's worldwide on Wednesday 6 August at midnight PT and at AM UK time. The new episodes will become available to stream at the corresponding time in your country. Scroll down to find handy upon and ended list of Wednesday season 2 release time across various time zones. United States PT 12 am, United States ET 3 am, Canada 3 am, Toronto 12 am, Brazil Rio de Janeiro 4 am, United Kingdom BSC 8 am, Europe 9 am, South Africa Cape Town Central Africa time 9 am, India New Delhi 12:30 pm, Indonesia 2 am, Philippines 3 am, Hong Kong 3 pm, Singapore 3 pm, Australia 3 pm, Japan Tokyo 4 pm, New Zealand 7 pm. Wednesday season 2 is being released in 2 parts, which means you will only be able to watch the first half of the season right now. The first 4 episodes will be released on August 6, with the remaining 4 following next month on September 30. So far, only the episode light titles for the first 4 episodes have been released, and they continue the Wednesday's style is full of woe. Theme for season 1, the titles are as follows: Here we go again, the devil you go, call for the woe, if these woes could talk. Except part 2, episode title to include several more woe phrases. Wednesday season 2 is said to be darker, more gruesome, and even more deadly. As Wednesday returns to the Nevermore, she is faced with a slew of new mysteries as well as her ongoing struggle plot. Oh, and she is famous now after seeing this call. Speaking to the co-creator, Miles Miller teased, nothing is what it seemed to be in season 2. Wednesday goes into his season thinking she know Nevermore. It's the first time she is returned to a school willingly. But as soon as she gets back, nothing happens that she is expecting. She thinks she is going to be in the control, that she knows where all the bodies are buried, and she does not. The trailer teases our new character's creepy vision, and it's that a glamorous Marbal, a Nevermore summer camp zombies, crows and of course, and return of the Tyler Galpin, and don't expect any triangles or schoolgirl crushes for Wednesday this time around us. Yes, she's pop icon Lady Gaga is set to play legendary Nevermore teacher Rosalind Rootwood in season 2, but everything else about her characters is being kept under wraps. Will still have even seen a photo. That said, her character's descriptions describe her as mysterious and enigmatic, and she will cross paths with Wednesday later in the season. Gaga will not appear in Wednesday season 2, part 1, so fans will have to hold out until September to see her in action. It's almost time to return to the Nevermore Academy. The second season of Wednesday, Netflix's massively popular TV take on the Addams Family franchise. It's just a couple of days for making its debut, so you will want to know when Netflix's most watched English language TV original will return to the screen near you. Below, I will tell you when Wednesday season 2 will be released worldwide. Toward the end of this article, I will also explain why She's Supernatural Mysterious series next entry won't have a full-on launch there and give you a full rundown of its complete release schedule. So throw on your favorite blacks ensemble and get ready to get cooking and snap your finger and let's dive in together. Shocking no one, Wednesday season 2 will be released on its weekday namesake. India did one of the best Netflix shows next semester at November will begin in Wednesday, August 6. It will land on that date worldwide too, so US viewers won't be able to watch it a day earlier on the world's best streaming services. As for when new episodes of the Jana Ortega starring TV show will air, they will roll out simultaneously across the world, albeit at different times. To find out when they will drop where you live, check out the below list and be if your country is not included. Compare the 12 am PT time slot to your time zone to determine when they will be released where you live. USA 12 am, UK 8 am, Australia 5 am, New Zealand 7 pm, Canada 12 pm, India 12:30 pm, Singapore 3 p.m., Japan 4 p.m., Brazil 4 a.m. Wednesday Season 2 Volume 1 will comprise 4 episodes. They will all drop on August 6 too, so you won't have to wait for new chapters to arrive every week. As for why Season 2 is not launching in full, Netflix has made a point of releasing its biggest TV hits in 2 or 3 parts. Indeed, the most recent season of Stranger Things, Brighton, Cobra Kai, Emily in Paris, The Sandman, and Outer Banks have been split into the various volumes. In fact, Scare Game is the only one of its most popular TV original that did not launch in 2 parts. You can make the argument that season 2 entryway to have the same installment. It's not a total surprise that Wednesday is getting the same treatment as many of its peers. The wait for Wednesday season 2 final 4 episodes might feel like a long one, but it won't be thus because season 2 part 2 will launch on Netflix on Wednesday, September 3. The content won't be the best show's final episodes either on July 23. Netflix confirmed, but prepare yourself for more murderous mystery adventures with the abnormous, albeit reluctant hero in the future then. For more on Tom Burton directed series later. Arthur's and Mara's mother have been writing together ever since they met in US's Patrick Chalk producing program in the early 90s and sold its first script, Mango, about a cop and organum to New Line Cinema. After countless movies, Spider-Man 2 and TV series, Charlie's this week and premiere season 2 of the popular series Wednesday, executive produced by Tim Burton on Netflix. Having sampled the first 4 episodes which will premiere on August 6, followed by the final 4 episodes on September 3, I can attest that season 2 is even more delicious than season 1. For one thing, for business reasons, the showrunner had to trim some season 1 subplot, thus relying more heavily on young star Jenna Ortega, now age 22, in the title role of Adam's daughter Wednesday, an amateur supernatural detective in her first year at outside the school, Nevermore Academy. This time around, with Netflix's loosening the pursuit string, the series expands with the new characters including eager to please Nevermore principal Todd and grandmom Hester from while giving more time to Wednesday's parents Morticia, Catherine Zeta, and Gomes, while her brothers Boxes Isaac Ordnance, Uncle Fester, and King Romanian's magician Victor. Until the pandemic, the partners who both live in the Larchmont neighborhood of Los Angeles would meet every day to write 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an hour off for lunch. We have worked literally 7 days a week for 12 years, said who thanks several mentors, including the late great Laura Zeskin and Leonard Goldberg, for seeing them in their early year. Wednesday came to them in 2012 after they had just finished 5 years, offering 2 shows, The Snaras Conquest and Into the Badland. One was shot in New Zealand, one was shot in Ireland, said. So we would just gotten back and we were looking for a smaller show set in America present day. We are looking around for our characters again, like Small While Superwoman. Instead is a kept chapter in their life that nobody knows, and so we come on Wednesday Adams. Released elevated said Miller. It was a satirical look at Norman's Rockwell, America. They got improved by the Adams estate and MGM and created a series, Bible featuring Wednesday as a detective chasing Dawn Nevermore mysterious. She is very funny of all the characters, Adams' family. She is always the most memorable, sad, and she brought an interesting worldwide to the table. She is not dancing too, right? She does things because she believes she is the smartest person in the room. She is the only one who can solve it. In 2029, they pitched their series everywhere. No one wanted it only Netflix's, but Joe could not close a deal with MGM. Why bought it was that it's sad that during the pandemic MGM stabbed money for a virtual writer's room and the writers broke out of their first season and started writing episodes. They sent the series to Tim Burton, who never does TV, and 4 days later he jumped on board. He could tell they wrote it for him. At first he wanted to direct every episode, but he kept him to be pilot and a total of 4. When the writers took Wednesday back to the same people with the script and a button attached, they got the same result. There was a lot of turmoil going on. Storm of the streamer said that could not own the wild thing, they didn't own the Ancillarius, the products and the toys. Netflix did make a deal this time and the series was a hit. And for season 2, they got a budget bump and had the confidence to go for broke with the pithy one-liner. From Uncle Fester's heartfelt goodbye to his tattooed romantic interest. Of all the women I have used, you are my favorite. And Wednesdays I don't have FOMO. I have a fear of being included. She is horrified by her overwhelming popularity. To her comment on her Werewolf Werewolf shirt, nothing like a bad one to throw dirt on the coffin of epic poetry. It was like most 16 years old. Would not say dead or no dead, said Miller. While most would not bet she would. We are not 16 years old girl. We are not 20 years old girls. We are men of a certain age, and we bring that levels of experience and cultural awareness to the character, and that's who she is. We also have between us 4 daughters, and yeah, right in the demo. By the way, between 18 and 25, which is partly why the writers leaned into the Wednesday and Morticia's mother-daughter conflict. Catherine is having a ball, said Mallory. It's said that you get to do some many different things. The show definitely dances in a lot of different tones, so she goes from a very emotional scene with her mothers and daughters as a sword fight. Anything is more front and center in this series. He even gets drunk in one episode. Back in season 1, the actress saw how Agnes responded in episode 7 when 17 got stabbed. People were so shocked it's going to die. When they were prepping season 1 in Romania, they did exchange audiences voting. We auditioned people who had a serious finger, sad, so we auditioned pianists, cellists, and magicians. They had a card tricks. We sat the charm in the conference room in the studio, and all these people came in one little walk-in table, and some of her fingers were too short or too thin or too long, and then Victor's come in. His fingers moved in a naturalistic way and added some humanity to it. Our visual effects supervisor Tom Tarbnall spent 4 weeks with him in boot camp. Netflix Adam's Family spin-off Wednesday has been received high praise for fans, thus leading everyone to wonder if a season 2 in the cards. The 8-episode series follows Jana Ortega's titular character as she embarks on a new journey in New More, a boarding school filled with the new friends and mysteries to uncover. Wednesday season 1 managed to tell a content story while also teasing more large threats to come. As a result, many are expecting that Netflix will give Wednesday a sophomore season. However, the streaming services has yet to officially renew this series. In fact, Netflix does not really give its season renewals right for the bad following a show premiere. Despite that, Wednesday producers have addressed the show season 2 possibilities. Wednesday's showrunners Alfred Goff and Miles Mallory sat down with Ratchet to talk about a potential second season. In season 1, Wednesday was able to successfully defeat the combined might of Taylor as a Hyde and the Christiana's Lysis Lesar's kids, thus putting an end to their wrath and saving Nevermore. However, in the nose finally moment, the true villain Taylor was in the custody of the police, but he started to hide out before this camera cuts to black. When asked if that sense left the door open for Taylor's return in the possible season 2, he responded by saying he is out there, indicating a menacing comeback for the villain. Yeah, absolutely, he's out here. That's what we want you to convey. When Variety asked if they already have a planned structure for season 2, Mahler shared that they are already looking at multiple seasons, saying that they laid out at least 3 or 4 seasons worth a potential storyline for the characters. Yeah, for us, it's always looking at the future, and when we sit down to create show, it's looking at multiple seasons, ideally. That's never expected, but there's the anticipation that hopefully the show is successful. So you always lay out at least 3 or 4 seasons. What are potential storylines for the characters? It can evolve to changes, often You want to see which characters or cast pop and who you like to write for. So you want to keep it open and organic enough to change it and evolve. But we certainly have a pretty clear runway of what we want to do in future season. One of the final scene of Wednesday season 1 is when the titular's character was given a phone at the end. Mala disagreed with the idea that fans will see her texting in season 2, noting that the initial plan is that she throws the phone out the window. I think our idea is that she throws the phone out the window in the next bit. I just don't think she ever got to see use a phone. I think she's maybe is visually tempted or amused by it, but then she is going to reject it. Then Clemton, jokingly responding by saying that thing ultimately becomes a TikTok star in season 2 after taking the phone. Speaking the TV line, Mylan noted that the main focus of the show is all about Wednesday, but they definitely want to feature the family as we did this season in a couple of episodes. We were to get a second season. What will Wednesday season 2 be about? Given that Wednesday is not being adapted from any book or media, it allows the showrunners to freely explore the Addams family lore like never before. Season 1 already gave fans a taste of the new interruption of the franchise, and more could be revealed if Netflix decide to renew the show for another season. At this stage, it's likely that Netflix would announce its renewal 3 months after its premiere, which is a typical torrented time for the streaming service. That said, season 2 could be announced between February and March 2023. Wednesday season 1 already established as a strong bond among the show's main cast, and seeing this friendship grow would definitely be a delight to see. More adventures between A.M. Mayers and its St. Clair and Jenna Ortega Wednesday, as well as seeing more of the Addams family, would be an incredible opportunity for season 2. As for Tyler, it would be redundant to see him again as the major villain of season 2. It's possible that Taylor could return in a minor capacity, possibly in mini arc that pits him against Wednesday in the earlier episodes. Whatever the case, showcasing more adventure for Wednesday is the best way to go, considering Ortega's impressive portrayal of the characters. Wednesday is now streaming on Netflix. We bet anyone who has not already returned to know more recommended for Wednesday season 2. The first 4 episodes of the hit Netflix series, which follows Jenna Ortega's schooling sleuth as she attempts to uncover a clue concentric killer, is now streaming on Netflix. But when it's Wednesday season 2 back for more episodes, in short, Netflix is pulling us a Stranger Things season 5 and separating the Beijing mystery out over multiple parts. Below you will find out what that means for your snap happy binge read our guide to the Wednesday season 2 part 2 release date and streaming time in the US and UK's episodes count, release schedule and more. Then check out the best Netflix shows and best Netflix movies. Netflix Wednesday season 2 part I will be dropped on Netflix on August 6, 2025 at 12 am PT. The Netflix series Wednesday return with season 2, arriving in 2 parts. The first batch of episodes will stream. Wednesday season 2 will return in 2 parts in August and September. The streaming series has confirmed. When it comes to the return of one of the best Netflix shows, we have some information to divulge as well as some snippet of official footage director Tim Burton returned to continue the darkly clothing and twisted tales of Wednesday and her suitably strange classmates. So far season 2, we have gathered every ounce of intel we can get our hands on. No matter how particular ways we don't have things to help us get to those harder to reach places. We don't have a release date, a new cast list, a trailer, and speculation on Wednesday mysterious tale, plus much more to tell you about. Full spoiler follow for Wednesday season 1. Potential spoilers are also discussed for season 2. It was a long, somewhat uncomfortable wait for Netflix to aim snap its finger and renew Wednesday for another season. Indeed, we had to wait 6 weeks for after season 1, late November 2022. But now, the wait for the second installment to premiere is on. Unluckily, there is not too much longer until its release date, following the release of an official teaser trailer. Netflix is confirmed that Wednesday season 2 will drop in two parts. Part 1 is scheduled to be released on August 4, 2025, which means fans will be able to watch the first 4 episodes right away. However, they will have to wait for remaining 4 episodes to drop in part 2 on September 3, with principal photography ending on December 4, 2024. As revealed by the Morticia herself, that means there will have been 8 months between filming, wrapping, and the show dropping on Netflix, which is exactly the same length of time that season 1 had. We were treated to be an official teaser of the gothic comedy in late April. In it, Wednesday is back at November Academy for a second year of school, while she likens to returning to the scene of crime in the creepy teaser trailer. There is also flashes of killer bees, buried bodies, and very creepy doll, complete with the human hair, so it looked like we have got a lot of new mysteries on the way. Before the teaser trailer was announced, the first 5 seconds of official footage debuted as part of 2025 Next on Netflix trailer. In just a few shots, Wednesday is seen visiting Willow Hill Hospital. Here she finds Taylor Kaplan, who is restrained in the chains after his height ability are revealed. This first of all confirmed trailer's return for season 2 and also teases a potential look at his own murder franchises and her term at Willow Hill. A behind-the-scene video released during the Greeks Week Live 2024 also gave us the best look at the next season but did not contain the reveals what actually wanted to say. We will update this guide once a full trailer is finally unveiled. Wednesday season 2 will return with most of its original cast, bearing a few faces along with a few fresh ones. The most notable being Wednesday's little brother Boxley and his walk. Season 1 really focused on Wednesday, but you met the other characters but did not get to know them. And now we get to expand their storyline and expand the scope and breadth of the show. Creator Alfred Gore told him, "Here's who expect to see in Wednesday season 2, including new addition to the cast for its sophomore outing. Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Adams, Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia Adams, Emma Mears as Annie Snyder. Showrunners and executive producers A. and Miles Miller revealed to Netflix Studio. We look forward to exploring more Adams family lore and are excited to introduce an eclectic lineup of incredible new characters. And we certainly look forward to finding who else from the Adams family may show up. Fans of Wednesday will be surprised to hear that 2 season 1 regulars reportedly won't be back at all in season 2, and another only briefly. According to Deadline, Percy Hines, while Jamie Amsichan and Naomi J. Ogawa, who played Xavier Tropy, Sheriff Donovan Galpian, and Yoko Chanka respectively, are not returning. Todd MC will reportedly reprises his role briefly, but as a guest star to likely wrap the story of his characters after his son trailer was revealed to be hired. According to Chodium's Wednesday, Adams returned to prowl the gothic halls of Newer Academy, where fresh views and woes await. This season, Wednesday must navigate family, friends, and old adversaries, propelling her into another year of delightfully dark and kooky mayhem, armed with her signature razor. It's been long term combined with a long last. Wednesday will be returning to our screen with new episodes. In fact, the anticipated second installment lands on Netflix tomorrow, Wednesday, 6 August, with many fans naturally excited for their return to Nevermore Academy. The series has been split in 2 terms, around with the second batch of episodes coming in September. But for now, we have plenty to look forward to. Wednesday returns to school for quite a shorty comeback as teased in the recently released trailer, as well as teasing returning and new characters. The trailer and first look pictures tease Wednesday struggle with her visions and being able to hone her new power. As teased by co-showrunner and executive producers Alfred and Miles Miller via Chodium. This season, Wednesday's journey is darker and more complex as she navigates family, friends, new mysterious, and old adventures, propelling her heading into another year at Nevermore. But just when is the second season of Wednesday going to land on Netflix's read on to find out. Wednesday season 2 part 1 will be released on Wednesday 6 August at 8 am BST. arriving nearly 3 years after the first season debuted in November 2022. As for the terrorist police find on an handy guide, blown when Wednesday season 2 will be released where you are. 12 a.m. midnight PT USA, 2 a.m. CT USA, 3 a.m. ET USA, 8 a.m. BST UK, 9 a.m. CET Central Europe, 3 p.m. AWSC Australia, 5 p.m. ASC Australia. There will be a total of 8 episodes in the second season on Wednesday, with the first 4 episodes being released on Wednesday 6 August and then the second batch of episodes due for release on Wednesday 3rd September. By entering your details, you are agreeing to terms and conditions. Wednesday season 2 is creeping closer and closer, and fans have received some teaser trade courtesy on Netflix Greek week. One of the best things to come out of the event was the latest teaser behind the scenes snack pack of the second season had to the trailer section to see it. It backed up lead actor Jana Ortega's claim that the next outing of Wednesday is said to have a darker tone. Additionally, Ortega has stepped into the producer's chair for the first time of the show's new season. However, if Wednesday in her iconic prom dress or nevermore uniform is not enough to stir your appetite for all things dark and dreary, you will be pleased to learn that production for season 2 has been going on since May 2024. Even more excitingly, a raft of big names are joining the cast for the Netflix smash hit, including the likes of the Jonah Lomley, Billy Piper, Christopher. For those desperate for new episodes, here's everything we know about when Wednesday season 2 could land on Netflix and what the new season could hold. When Wednesday season 2's potential release date, Wednesday season 2 is well on the way with filming ongoing as we speak. But when it comes to a release date, it has already been confirmed that Wednesday season 2 will not be returning to Netflix until at least 2025. The long wait for the show's return is likely related to the production leaning today a halt in 2023 because of the Hollywood strike. Things have been back to the business for quite some time now, with Wednesday being relocated from its original filming home for Romania to country Wicklow, Ireland, making Wednesday the largest production in regard to span in the country history according to Screen Ireland. However, the knock-on effect from the strike has been being lasting, especially for a show like Wednesday that need budget and time for their stunning VFX work. That said, Wednesday's first season went into production in September 2021 and ended in March 2022. The show then premiered on November 26, 2022. If season 2 follows a similar pattern, fans can hopefully expect on August-September 2025 release date. While the wait might feel long, Emma Mayer has promised that season 2 will be worth the wait. When asked how filming was going, Mayer told Digital Spy, "It's good because people have high expectations of it, and honestly, this season is gonna live up to it. I really enjoyed this second season. I think there is a lot of fun things to look forward to. So yeah, I think it will be worth the long wait." Wednesday without Jonas Organ is like Wednesday without Ching. It does not exist. What universe would allow such shows? However, while Ortega undoubtedly felt some nervous stepping into the role of producer for the first time this season, it seems she also was nervous about returning to the character. I was a little terrified just because it had been a year since Wednesday. Since we shot the first one, Ortega admitted on the 2 nights show starring Jimmy Fallon. We did that like 2 or 3 years ago in Romania. She went on to share that she quickly found her feet. I just was, I think, overthinking it, Ortega said. But as soon as you put on the costumes by Collins Artwood, you get here and makeup done, and then you take all the expressions out of your face. It's like, oh, okay, I know how to do this. Ortega has spoken about her co-star, Percy Hines, exists ahead of season 2. His absence was first noted when name was noticeably left on the returning cast list when it was announced earlier this year. As Wednesday's almost live interest, Xavier Hines White was expected to play a pivotal part in season 2 and was among the papers suspected to be Wednesday mystery texture. Commenting on this departure, Ortega told Vanity Fair that Hines White leaving has been a weird rating, but we are introducing too many different. Still, as Ortega said, Wednesday season 2 is getting a fresh injection of life as we welcome to a whole new host of cast members. Jonah Lumley will guest star as Grandma alongside Seb series regular characters Principal Barry Todd. However, the newbie roster of season 2 does not end there. Billy Pepper will also be brand new addition to the Nevermore gang as series regular Capri. She is joined by new series regulars Abby Tempton, Owen Spencer, and Noah Tyler, whose roles are yet to be disclosed. As for the new guest star running in the season 2 semester, there will be Trent Newton as Dr. Fairburn, plus Francis O'Connor, Halle Joel. We are still waiting on a cousin's hit casting announcement. Just saying. Someone got to be willing to don a mess of overgrown hair for the role, surely. Catherine Zeta-Jones officially confirmed her return as Morticia Adams in June, and we suspect the following will round on the Wednesday season 2 cast. Emma Meyers as Feinstein Claire, Joy Sunday as Vanessa Barsley. There has been no mention yet of the oily MS Tornell's return, but we are keeping everything crossed that Krishna Ricky will be back in the role, as she did not quite succeed in her ambitions during season 1. As it turns out, the seemingly sweet teacher was in the with the height and was out to be the outcast. She was ultimately defeated by a swarm of Aegon's angry beasts, followed by a sweet face storming courtesy of Wednesday. But defeated does not mean gone for good. After all, Rishi was asked about a potential return while speaking to Entertainment Tonight on the red carpet for Yellow Jacket season 2, and she was down for it if it gets the chance, of course. I don't think I am allowed to say, she explained, adding, on my end. The door is open, she was so fun to play. It's always so fun to play a villain. Meanwhile, Gavin Tulane Christie's Larissa, we may have beaten in the big one. But there was something a little ambitious about her death. After all, her story arc did seem somewhat cut short, and a resurrection are a thing in this world. However, those hoping that Christie will reprise her role should brace themselves for terrible news. With Bosme stepping into the role of the Barry Dodd, Nevermore new principal, there may not be any room for Christie and those stretched crisp collars, at least not as Larissa Wim. We, however, flavors I hate sunny optimism, and so fans of him and her pointed knowing stars. We had liked to believe that she would not stand for being or sad that or know that. Christie herself seemed to have the same idea and even told teachers why. We have not seen her put in the ground, have we? I feel like Larissa Weems would not really be prepared to entertain or be dominated by anything as complex as that. Curious, that said, The Sandman season 2 is officially underway and is still in the production, much like Wednesday. Many will know that Christie plays the deliciously devilish Lucifer in the comic book adaptations, and as that is a pivotal role, it is possible that there could be schedule conflict. Fingers crossed that is not the case, as Christie is adequately good as both Lucifer and Wims, and we must have both. On the other hand, poor Dr. Kenbott's fate was not too ambitious, slashed and gashed. Ricky character is unlikely to have survived the height attack and thus will probably not be back for season 2. The plot for Wednesday season 2 is tightly under wraps, almost as if Wednesday herself had a hand in binding it. However, despite Netflix's tight-lipped approach, Ortega let slip to the Vanity Fair that, along with more viral moments to Prom Dance season 2, will also have a darker tone. I think the feel that we are going for is a little bit more horror-inspired, Ortega revealed, sharing that they have inspired by the Mask of the Red Dead, the 1964 film's adaptations of Edgar Allan Poe's short story. Now to say that suddenly we are the goriest show of all time. The beach-was actor Albrecht, there is 6-year-olds watching. She added, we are doing this now where Wednesday just kind of pair. She is little bit of jump scare herself. Intergirl, well, we won't get much more than that for now, but that does not mean there is not plenty to ponder over before that 2025 release date. Low steering was left flapping. Thankfully, we are being hit by the trailers and first look images, left, right, and center, and it looks like an is trouble this is season with best pal Wednesday, Jana being her only hope. Unlike season 1, Wednesday season 2 will be released in two parts, spreading out all the action to come, including the arrival of new cast members including Billy Piper, Stab Buscemi and Jonah Lomley, and a guest appearance from none other Lady. Wednesday season 2 will fittingly premiere on Netflix on Wednesday 6 August 2025, but it is for just as well season's two parts, with the second releasing on Wednesday 3rd September of the same year as confirmed. That is the trailer below. Hype for more from Wednesday has been building ever since Netflix confirmed via social media late last year that season 2 of the hit fantasy show has wrapped, sharing a snap of star Ortega. A caption alongside the snap read, Rest in the production that's wrap on season 2, filming in been taking place in Ireland. Plus, while noting is confirmed, we could be in the for even more season beyond season 2. Speaking to variety showrunner Miles Maller, he explained for us is always looking at the future, and when we sit down to create a show, it's looking at multiple seasons ideally. That never expected, but there's the anticipation that hopefully the show is successful. So you always lay out at least 3 or 4 seasons. What are potential storylines for the characters? It can evolve and change. Often you want to say which character or podcast pop and who you like to write for. So you want to keep it open and organic enough to change it and evolve. But we certainly have a pretty clear runway for what we want to do in future seasons. Of course, it would be the Wednesday without our star Jana Ortega versus Wednesday Adams. The star revealed to Harper Bazaar that she is once again grappling with playing the shallow, saying in an interview, "We are shooting the second season right now. So I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago I pulled a good portion of my hair out of a silo pieces. We shot that one and done, and then we are moving on to the next one. So I am currently playing. Never said I was good." Alongside Ortega, it's clear we will see plenty of our returning characters develop throughout season 2, including Emma Meyers as Saint Clair and Joy Sundays as Bianna Bardsley. While Hunter 2 Hans was not previously on Netflix's confirmed cast, leading to some uncertainty about his return. We are also set to see some acting loyalty join the cast, including Billy Piper as new characters in Sodora Capri. Fans recently saw first look images of Doctor Who star Pipes in Costumia as Nevermore, Academy's new head of music. Lady Gaga will also be making a cameo appearance and is said to be portrayed the mysterious and enigmatic Rosalie is a legendary Nevermore teacher who crosses paths Wednesday. It was confirmed during the Netflix Studio event. As detailed above, the singer guest appearance will take place during part 2 of the new season. Ortega also previously said she would love Gaga to be part of season 2, so perhaps you had a hand in the casting. I am sure Netflix would have loved it. Ortega told Variety, I think Mrs. Turner, played by Karishma Racy, and Wednesday had this wide mentor relationship or kind of understand each other in a certain way. So, if Lady Gaga were to be part, I think it would have to be two monsters that understand each other. The opening clip released as part of the event also revealed to who Lady Joel Osment will be portraying, with the actor staring as he can see City Scalper, America's most exclusive serial killer. It's not currently confirmed whether Castis will return as principal Larissa Williams. One actor we are expecting to see back is Percy Vance, who played Xavier Tropy, after he confirmed his exit from the show following sexual misconduct allegation, sharing the above cast photo to his Instagram story as captured by Yahoo News. Hines said, I had so much fun working on the show, I can't wait to watch the show. The opening clip released on part of Netflix's 2025 event kicks off with the characters having mastered have psychic ability in order to pursue a long-term obsession, tracking down the Kansas City scammer and exclusively dangerous. The showrunners have also explained how they want to explore the Addams family's relationship in more detail, telling TV Land, we felt like we just touched the surface with those characters, and the actors are so amazing in those roles. Catherine is writing an iconic Marcia. The relationship between Wednesday and Marcia is also essential to the show, and the idea with Wednesday is trying to fork her own part outside at the family is important. Speaking of complicated relationship, Neil and Wednesday got up to a rocky start before developing a deep affection for one another. Was it romantic? Many sure people hope it was, but those shipping a Wednesday and it matched might be disappointed. Aldis joined season 2. Responding to those hoping for a love match between the two, Mayer shared that she's different hopes for season 2. As far as love interests go for Wednesday, I feel like at least for a second season, she needs to take her season of singleness. She said she just had a whole fuss with her man. She got to lay out for a little, but I would be deterred from dating anybody if I had gone through that. Rumors have been circulating that Netflix is working on an Uncle Fester spin-off. Reportedly, the streaming service is hoping to expand. Alfred and Matt Miller have been writing together ever since they met and USC Patriot stock producing program in the early 90s and sold their first script Mango about a cop in Orangeton to New Line Cinema. After countless movies, Spider-Man 2 and TV series Small Wild Charlie's Angle, this week they premiere season 2 of their popular series Wednesday. Executive produced by the Tim Burton on Netflix is having sampled the first 4 episodes which will premiere on August 6, followed by the final 4 episodes on September 3. I can attest that season 2 is even for watching for budget reasons. The showrunners had to trim some season 1 subplot, thus relying more heavily on young star Jana Ortega, now age 22, in the title role of Adam's daughter Wednesday, an amateur supernatural detective in her first year at Outsider School, Nevermore Academy. This time around, with Netflix is losing this purse string. The series extends with new characters, including eager to place Nevermore, Principal George Stam, and the grandmama, Hester Aram, while giving more time to Wednesday's parents, Morticia and Gomes, as well as her brother, Puxless Isaacs, Uncle Fester, and Chinic Romanian's magician, Victor. Until the pandemic, the partners who both live in the Larchmont neighborhood of Los Angeles would meet every day to ride from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an hour off for lunch. We have worked literally 7 days a week for 20 years, said, who thanks several mentors, including the late careers Laura Sixins and Leonard Goldberg, for steering them in their early year. Wednesday came to them in 2018 after they had just finished 5 years offering to show the Snaras Chronics and Into the Badlands. One was shot in New Zealand, one was shot in Ireland, said Goff. So we would just gotten back and we were looking for a smaller show set in the America. Present day, we were looking around for our characters again, like Small Wife, Superman. Is there a chapter in their life that nobody know? And so we come on Wednesday's Adams. It was elevated sad manner. It was a satirical look at Norman Rockwell, America. They got approved by the Adams Estate and MGM and created a series Bible featuring Wednesday as a detective chasing Dawn, never more mysterious. She is very funny, of all the characters in the Adams family. She is always the most memorable, said Goff, and she brought an interesting worldview to the table. She is not Nancy Drew Light. She does things because she believes she is the smartest person in the room. She is the only one who can solve it. In 2019, they pitched their series everywhere. No one wanted it only Netflix, but they could not close a deal with MGM. We thought it was that sad that during the pandemic, MGM spent up with money for a virtual writer's room, and the writers broke out the first season and started the writing episodes. They sent two series to Tim Burton, who never does TV, and 4 days later, he jumped on board. He could tell they wrote it for him. At first, he wanted to direct every episode, but they kept him to be pilot and a total for 4. When the writers took Wednesday back to the same people with a script and button attached, they got the same result. There was a lot of turmoil going on to same of this streamer, said Goff. They would not own the whole thing. They did not own the ancillaries, the product, and it was. Netflix did make a deal this time. and the series was a hit. And for season 2, they got a budget bump, and the showrunner had the confidence to go for broke with pithy one-liner from Uncle Fester's heartfelt goodbye to his struggle-toted romantic interest. Of all the women I have used, you are my favorite. And Wednesdays, I don't have a FOMO. I have a fear of being included. She is horrified by her overwhelming popularity. To her comment on her werewolf roommate's Beowulf's t-shirt, nothing like a bad pun to throw dirt on the coffin of epic poetry. We don't care, Sargop. We are like literally Google it. It was like most 16 years olds would not say that or know that, said Mallow. Well, most would not, but she would. We are not 16 years old girl. We are not 20 years old girl. We are men of a certain age, and we bring that level of experience and cultural awareness to that character, and that's who she is. We also have between us four daughters, said Yagal right in Titamo, by the way between 18 and 25, which is partly why the writers lean into Wednesday and Morticia's mother-daughter conflict. Catherine is have a ball, said Mallow. It's rare that you get to do so many different things. The show definitely dances in a lot of different tones, so she goes from a very emotional scene with her mother and daughter to a sword fight. And thing is more front and center in this series. He even gets drunk in one episode back in season 1. The writers saw how audiences responded in the episode 7 when thing got stopped. People were so shocked is he going to die when they were preparing season 1 in Romania. They did expensive audition for thing. Audition people who had dexterous finger said, so we auditioned paintist, cellist and magician. They had a card trick. We sat with them in the conference room in the studio, and all these people come in the and did a little work on a table. And some had fingers that were too far, or too thin, or too long. And then Victor came in. His fingers moved in their naturalistic way and added some humanity to it. Our visual effects supervisor Tom Turnbull spent 4 weeks with him editing a Bond camp, just trying to figure out what she could do. The show, which stars Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Adams, was renewed for season 2 in January 2023. At Netflix's annual Totem event in May, the streamer conflict title returned to November Academy. It suggests Wednesday will face off with their serial killer, who appear to have an obsession with creepy porcelain dead. Most of the main cast shows up in the trailer, with some new faces, including Steve Westme, who's dressed in the Nevermore Academy purple striped blazer, and Johanna Lumsey as Grandma Adams. The trailer also confirms that the 8th-episode season will be released in 2 parts, the first on August 6 and the second on September 3. Gaga appeared at Netflix's Totem event in May, where it was confirmed that she is playing Rosalind Rootwood, a Nevermore Academy teacher, in the second half of the season. She also performed a mashup of songs at Totem, including Zumba Boy and Bloody Mary. The latter became a viral hit in 2022 after it was pieced together with clips of Wednesday dancing. Outcast in late 2022, everyone's favorite sadistic big sis finally got her own TV series with Netflix Wednesday. The streamer's live-action series all about Wednesday Adams of the Addams family came straight from the deliciously twisted mind of Trent Burton's, becoming one of the most popular series in mere weeks. It's currently the #1 most viewed English language series in the studio's history. Since then, the countdown for season 2 has been on. 21-year-old Jenna Ortega is the latest actress to step into the black and white attire of Wednesday Adams, and her modern version of the characters can definitely brush shoulders with Yellow Jacket star Christina Ricci's beloved iconic portrayal of Wednesday from the early 90s. The gothic death-obsessed teen and her macabre-loving family are back in the spotlight, and we truly can't get enough. If you are watching season 1 of Netflix's Wednesday, you know that by the final in the episode 8, we received many satisfying and TBH shocking answer to the mysterious Wednesday is wrapped up in for the season entire arc, but we are left with a lot of questions too. No spoiler, but we'll try return for escaping custody. Is Wednesday still in danger? Who sent her dad stalker like next message? What will happen to the new more? Now the principal beams is that below we are compiled a comprehensive guide to everything we know as so far about Wednesday season, including the released plot details, cast information, trailer, and update from the cast. In an interview with the Hollywood Raptor, published on July 23, 2025, Time Burton and Jenna Ortega reportedly confirmed that Wednesday has been renewed for season 3, ahead of the premiere of season 2. Netflix confirmed the news shortly after via Twitter, unveiling a first look poster with Wednesday in front of the crystal ball with the number 3. Held by the thing, you can see the poster below. Our goal for season 3 is the same as it is every season, to make it the best season for Wednesday as possible again. Wednesday co-creator and showrunner Alfred Cobb told Todium, "We want to continue digging deeper into our character while explaining the world of Newcomer and Wednesday." Co-creator and co-showrunner Miles Miller added, "We will be seeing more Addams family members and learning more family secret in season 3." THR noted this aside from an early renewal. The streamer also reportedly has a spin-off series in the works, though it's still its early discussion. Wednesday showrunner Alfred said, "It's something we are definitely noodling. There are characters we can look at." Netflix chief content officer Bella Bajara added, "There is a lot to explore in the Addams family." The showrunners had also previously teased their storytelling plans to continue the Wednesday universe. While speaking to TV Land in 2022, Miller and revealed that they planned Wednesday storyline as far out so for a reason. "We felt like we just touched the surface with those characters, and the actors are so amazing in those roles," Miller said. He also acknowledged that the show's focus on Wednesday Adams and her journey to forge her own path outside the family is important, but that the right writers come would be definitely be interested in featuring more of Adams' family dynamic in the future season. For us, is always looking at the future, and when we sit down to recreate a show, it's looking at multiple seasons in daily. Miller also shared with Variety that's never expected, but there's the anticipation that hopefully the show is successful, so you always lay out at least 3 or 4 sessions but a potential storyline for the character. It can evolve and change. Often you want to see which characters or cast pop and you like to write for. You want to keep it open and organic enough to change it and evolve. But we certainly have a pretty clear runway of what we want to do in future season. Netflix dropped the official trailer for Wednesday season 2 on July 9, 2025. The trailer, which you can watch above, kicks off with Wednesday and the whole Addams family making their return to Nevermore. "This is the first time you have ever willingly returned to a school. How does it feel?" Mardosia asked for data. "Like returning to scene of the crime. I already know where the bodies are buried." In the next scene, we see Wednesday dealing with her newfound celebrity status at school, and later reunited with her remote and best friend. And it's unclear, however, it looks like her Sherwant skill have developed enough manifest with Pac there, and she is having vision that Ed will die, and Matusha might know the key to the mystery. At Netflix's Stadium 2025, the live event on Saturday, May 23, the streamer unveiled the first 6 minutes of Wednesday Season 2, Episode 1, directly after the new teaser aired. Wednesday Season 2 guest star Lady Gaga performed a mashup of Zombie Boy, Bloody Mary, and Abracadabra, coming straight out of the coffin embezzled with the words, "Here lies the Monsters Queen." You can watch the first 6 minutes of the upcoming second season below. Previously, Netflix had released the first official teaser for Wednesday Season 2 on April 23, 2025. Netflix also unveiled the official poster for Wednesday Season 2 2025 ahead of this first official teaser trailer. The poster, which you can see below, shows Wednesday crying black tear while tied to chair, waiting on her shoulder. "The weight has been tortured," the poster reads. Yes, on May 20, Netflix released a new behind-the-scenes features that This is Wednesday Season 2, featuring creator and showrunner Joe Miles Miller and Alfred Goff and director John Barton, as well as much of the new and returning cast. The featuring revealed just how much more of the Adams family we will get to see this season as they join Wednesday at Nevermore. There really is not a lot of Adams family lore, so we wanted to delve deeper into the family says in the new radio. The scope has expanded in terms of character arc, Maddie Miller, and in terms of the murder and the mystery that kept season first plot churning. Oh, season 2 has lots in store for us. Season 2 has everything people loved about season 1. Hunter Johan, who plays Taylor, claims him, a kind of like we have done the trial upon everything. Wholeheartedly agrees we were able to top the mystery of season 1. Watch the full feature yourself below. Previously, Netflix has announced the end of filming in December 24 with a first look back of the Chana Ortega as Wednesday in season 2. In the peak, Ortega is seen with the characters trademark braided spectacles and the impressible curtain bangs, wearing a crisp collar with short navy black opal button under a long sleeved black dress and a matching skirt with a short black manicure to boot. She appeared to be in the middle of what looks like a graveyard, flanked by two grim draper-like cloaked figure holding out lamps instead of scarlet is the old girl. Up to this year, at number surely no good. You can see the image below. To coincide with the release of the first trailer in April 2025, the streamer released a new batch of photos teasing what's to come, some of which correspond to the moments in the trailer, including our first glimpse of Steph as Barry Dodd and Jonah Lumley as Grandma. You can see the 12 pictures below. With the release of the first teaser trailer, Netflix has announced that Wednesday Season 2 will be released in two parts in summer 2025. Part 1 will be released on August 6, 2025 and Part 2 will follow suit on September 2, 2025. Netflix confirmed that Wednesday Season 2 had officially begun production in Ireland in May 2024. Deadline had previously reported that Wednesday would be moving its filming location from its previous locale of Romania due to the logistical challenges on December 4, 2024. Netflix confirmed that production for Wednesday Season 2 had officially wrapped. Wednesday Season 1 debuted on Netflix on December 23, 2022 to popular and critical acclaim. The show broke record after record in the first full week on the streaming platform. Variety reportedly and Wednesday was watched for almost 6 billion minutes during its first 5 days available, becoming the second biggest week of the streaming ever recorded by Nielsen, only behind Stranger Things 4 on January 2023. Netflix announced the show's Season 2 renewal with a mashup of clips from Season 1, videos of fans from around the world, and a new voiceover from Wednesday herself. Wednesday has been called a unique mix of fantasy, horror, mystery, comedy, but has been described first and foremost as a coming-of-age series. That episode first season followed Wednesday Adams' first year as a student at Nevermore Academy. The first chapter of Wednesday's story depicted her attempt to master her emerging psychic ability to trade out monsters, killing separate that were terrorize the local town and solve the supernatural mystery that embroiled with parents 25 years ago, all while navigating her new and very tangled relationship at Nevermore. The Wednesday Season 1 final ended with multiple cliffhangers and a massive twist, so there's definitely more to explore and many questions that need answering in the second season. Characters they would be like to explore more in the second season. At the top of this thing, I think it would be fantastic to explore what may have happened to lead him to this severed possibly. Salon Mourner's co-president of the Marcus VFX team, they also expressed that they had been excited. We are ready to take the helm and help him tell the story. Sad Molnar will be open to anything, Mark's the effect producer Cassie. Since he shared that Brothers developing Uncle Fester's character is also something the team would be interested in. The work that we did with Fred M. Simpson characters was pretty minor and sad cynic. It was the electricity effect that he used, but I would love to see him be a bigger part of the show in season 2. Series that Janice Ortega also some ideas about what she would like to see from her characters Wednesday in future season. I kind of want her to be darker, Ortega's told. Entertainment Tonight in November 2022, I want her to get more in the nitty-gritty of things and not play things to sell. Because there are a lot of things, terms, lines about her saving the school and doing whatever, but for me, her main drive with the monsters is competitive, the kind of man. How is this guy doing this? I think I want to do it continue down an anti-hero stream rather than a typical hero, added Ortega while guest appearing on Tonight show with Jamie Fallon back in the March 2023. Ortega shared some exciting new details on the progress of season 2 and the way the plot is headed. We just said getting our writers' room together and kind of talking about it, and everyone's being literally cool, said Ortega. I think we want to up the horror aspect of it a little bit and then get Wednesday out of the romantic situation and just let her be her own individual and fight her own crime. In June 2023, Ortega spoke the follow actor Ali Fanning her variety actors on actors series and emphasized this point, saying we have decided we want to lean into the horror aspect of the show a little bit more because it is so lighthearted and a show like this with vampire and werewolves and the superpowers you don't want to take yourself too seriously. We are dishing any romantic love interest for Wednesday, which is really great. On January 15, 2024, while speaking to A on the red carpet ahead of the MS 2023, Ortega teased I am more than the upcoming sophomore season and emphasized that our heroine doesn't really exist, which is that great thing about her. I have received. There is a really good one-liner, and I think everything bigger. It's a lot more action-packed. Each episode will probably feel a little bit more like a movie, which is nice. Elaborating on that comment, Ortega explained why she is scared. Our Wednesday season 2 will also feel a lot bigger during Vanity Fair 2024 Hollywood show interview. In the first season, we had episodes that really stood out visually. Like the dance episode was a really big one of the people, and their setting was more particular and it felt like prom night a little bit or scary. Every episode of Lesson 2 that I have read so far, it like that. The actor reveal is just stand out on its own as a very memorable scene or bite or setting, which I will think it I am not most excited for because to pull that off for 8 episodes is I think really incredible and really lucky. Speaking so collider in March 2024, Ortega went to a step further and revealed Wednesday season 2 will further feature a whole episode based off slasher. She said visually I can say we have some of the most fun we have ever had. It's crazy to talk about one frame like this, but it's a frame of Pugsley rolling his eyes back with his conspiration around his head. That's all I can say. And it reminds me so much of Full Metal Jacket. It's intense. So bizarre, I just feel like there are a lot of scenes and frames, and there is a whole episode based off slasher, and we make a lot of horror references. So everything about it, I feel like we kind of had a little bit more trust, and therefore we felt like to go to digger, more elaborate scheme sequences, which is nice. Netflix has previously revealed the title of the first episode of Wednesday season 2 in a new video that it could be more perfect. The premiere episode written by Miller and directed by Tim Burton styled Here We Woo Again, We Are Ready. In the most perfect casting in recent memory, Wednesday season 2 has gained an exciting new cast member, albeit for a brief moment of time, the one the only Lady Gaga. On November 13, 2024, a source confirmed to Entertainment Weekly that Lady Gaga would appear in an undisclosed role in season 2 and was filming a body show in Ireland. Variety quickly confirmed that Gaga's role in on the smaller side. A cameo source told the outlet that the Wednesday production team had tried to get Gaga on the show for a larger role in season 2, but that ultimately did not work out. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly in March 2024, Gaga tweets for her involvement in the show and its chemistry with Ortega. I don't want to give away anything about being part of this show. I want to keep it extra secret, but I love Jana, and I really had an amazing time, she said. In 2023, Jana Ortega herself, Lumily will be playing Grandmama, Biz will play Barry Garrett, Pepper will portray Captain, and Newton will take on the role of Dr. Ferryburn. Our goal this season was to discover some fresh faces as well as invite some acting legends. We have always admired to join Jenna and the gang at Nevermore. Wednesday co-show Miles Muller and I exclusively told Jodium, when we surveyed the talent we have assembled, we could not be more tailored missions accomplished. Jana Ortega had teased it literal was the new cast addition in her cover story for Variety Fair 2024 Hollywood issue earlier this year. Rating strips has been exciting, seeing all of the new characters that are coming in. The actress shared, "We are definitely expanding on this supernatural world. Our show had all sort of werewolves and vampires, and I think we expand on that a little bit." Outside of what usual main characters, the returning cast of Wednesday includes newly ops series recorders Catherine Zeta-Jones as Adams' family matriarch Mordecai Adams, Lewis Gomes Adams, also confirmed to return as Hunter Doban, Fred MC Kuntz, Uncle Jamie MC Shani, and Musa Mustafa, notably missing from both a new cast photo released by Netflix's and the announcement are actors Nome J. Ogawa and Pretty Hines White, who played Xavier's season I-1 faced allegations. It's unclear whether Christina Risky will return and Marilyn Turner's Lurid Cat and the season 1 final was particularly shockingly racist dual protectors. It seems as now L'Oreal's and met her nemesis with her villain storyline coming to an end. She is attacked by Base and dies, but dies L'Oreal's really time. While speaking to Entertainment Tonight in March 2023, Racy hinted that she could possibly return for Wednesday season 2. "I don't think I am allowed to say that Racy was asked for confirmation of involvement in the second season. On my end, the door is open. She was too fun to play. It's always too fun to play a villain." Have been working together ever since they met in USC Peter Stork, producing Supergirl in the early 90s and sold their first script. After countless movies, Spider-Man 2 and TV series, Charlie's This Week and premiere season 2, their popular series Wednesday, executive produced by Tim Burton on Netflix, is having sampled the first 4 episodes, which will premiere on August 6, followed by the final 4 episodes on September 3. I can attest that season 2 is even more delicious than season 1. For one thing, for budget reasons, these showrunners had to trim some season 1 subplot, thus relying more heavily on young star Jenna Ortega, now age 22, in the title role of Adam's daughter Wednesday, an amateur supernatural detective in her first year at also the school Newmore Academy. This time around, with Netflix's loosening the purse string, the series expands with new characters including eager to please Nevermore Principal Dodd and Grandmama Jonah Lumley, while giving more time to Wednesday parents Morticia and Gam's Uncle Fester. Until the pandemic, the partners who both live in the Lodgeman neighborhood of Los Angeles would meet every day to write 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an hour off for lunch. "We have worked literally 7 days a week for 20 years, said who thanks several mentors, including the late great Laura Sixkin and Leonard Goldberg, for steering them in their early year. Wednesday came to them in 2018 after they had just finished 5 years of running 2 shows, The Snarl Chronicles and Into Day. One was shot in New Zealand, one was shot in Ireland, said we just gotten back, and we were looking for a smaller show set in the America present day. We were looking around for characters again, like Smallville, Superwoman, is a chapter in their life that nobody knows, and so we came on Wednesday Adams. It was elevated," said Mallor. "It was a serial look at Normus Rockwell, America. They got approved by the Adams estate and MGM and created a series Bible featuring Wednesday as a detective chasing Dawn Nevermore. Mysterious, she is very funny of all 3 characters in the Adams family. She is always the most memorable, sad, and she brought an interesting worldview to the table. She is not Nancy Drew, right? She does things because she believes she is the smartest person in the room. She is the only one who can solve it." In 2019, they pitched their series everywhere. No one wanted it, only Netflix's, but they could not close a deal with MCM. "We thought it was dead," said. Then during the pandemic, MCM stepped up with money for a virtual writers' room, and the writers broke out of the first season and started writers' episodes. They sent the series to Tim Burton, who never does TV, and 4 days later, he jumped on board. He could tell they wrote it for him at first. He wanted to direct every episode, but they kept him to be pilot and a total of 4. When the writer took Wednesday back to same people with a script and a button attached, they got the same result. There was a lot of turmoil going on. The same of this streamer said that could not own the whole thing. They did not own the ancillaries, the producers, and the toys. Netflix did make a deal this time, and the series was a hit, and for season 2, They got a budget bump, and the showrunners had the confidence to go far broke with a PT one-liner from Uncle's fresher heartfelt goodbye to his single-tooted romantic interests of all the women I have used. You are my favorite, and Wednesdays I don't have FOMO. I have a fear of being included. She is horrified by her overwhelming popularity. To her comment on her werewolf romantic Beowulf shirt, nothing like a bad bum to throw dirt on a coffin of epic poetry. We don't care, sir. We are literally Google it. It was like most 16 years olds would not say that or know that, said Mellors. Well, most would not, but she would. We are not 16 years old girl. We are not 20 years old girls. We are men of a certain age, and we bring that level of experiences and cultural awareness to that character, and that's who she is. Who also have between us 4 daughters said yeah right in the demo by the way between 18 and 25, which is partly why the writers are leaned on Wednesday and Morticia's mother-daughter's conflict. Catherine is having a ball, said Mallory. It's rare that you are get to do so many different things. The show definitely dances in a lot of different tone. So she goes from a very emotional scene with her mothers and daughters to a sword fight. I think is more front and center in this series. She even gets drunk in one episode back in season. When the writers saw how audiences responded in the episode 7, when he got stabbed, people were just so shocked it is going to die. When they were prepping season 1 in the Romania, they did extensive additions voting. We additioned people who had extended fingers that said, so we additioned pianists, cellists, and magician. They had the card tickets which had the tram in the conference room in the studio, and all these people came in the and died in a little walk on the table, and some had fingers that were too fat or too thin or too long, and then Victor's came in. His fingers removed in a naturalistic way, and he added some humanity to it. Our visual effects supervisor Tom Turnbull spent 4 weeks with him in the Think boot camp just trying to figure out what he could do. He's not singing, which requires 2 hands. He does his own language. That sometimes you can understand each gestures and emotion. It's courage to put so much weight on him as a small man, but he brings reality and veracity to is usually short. By a second unit crew on the set is wearing a full blue suit with his hand exposed about 5% of the shot. Happily Burton go to play with the stop motion animation for the first time in a while, telling the story of the cost tree where his cost bride team at the stock pit. Next Cope and Miller are at the writer's room and the 5 other scraps on season 3, and Burton will be back once he is into the something sad. He is invested in it. When the writers took Wednesday back to the some people with the script and Burton attached